YouTube. It's cracking. It's your boy. Back with another one. Look, this morning, what's today? Thursday, February 8th, 7 a.m. Man, this week has been crazy, bro. Not not big problems, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that I can't weather. But gosh, it's like challenge after challenge after challenge. All kind of stuff is going on, you know? Start off the week with little to no sleep, still going little to no sleep. Getting like 4 hours of sleep a night. Man, it's challenging, bro. With double workouts, uploading, posting, doing my regular job, trying to keep, stuff cleaned up. It's like, bro, it's killing. It's a killer. It's not a complaint. It's really, hopefully, whatever you're going through is not as, strenuous as mine, and you can get some inspiration from it and dust off your situation and keep pushing through it. I've been getting like 4 hours of sleep at night, man. On top of that, when I'm shooting content, my camera is cutting off. I'm running out of storage. I'm erasing pictures. I'm trying to figure out how to switch it to here, send it to here, Google folder, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot. So I'm missing out on content. I'm sitting behind the camera talking and the camera's cut off already, right? Then before that, I had mic issues. I had some mic issues. I had to get that together. Then last night, I had issues uploading my content to YouTube. I don't know if it was my Wi-Fi. I don't know if it was the YouTube app. I don't know. I tried and tried and tried until it was like, if I keep trying, I'm gonna miss out on too much sleep and I'm not gonna be able to really push through the day. So I gave it a rest, woke up this morning and redid it, and finally uploaded. So if you guys missed out on that video, go check it out. I dropped it this morning, but I shot that last night. This is this morning's video. And on this morning's video, we're gonna talk about how you run the risk of being laughed at. You run the risk of being the butt of the joke when you're trying to set yourself apart, or when you're trying to accomplish something that isn't very normal, or people don't actually see it happen a lot, and you think you can be the chosen one, the chosen few, to actually join that good company of people. So look, man, what I learned, or I'm still learning, especially with, uploading to YouTube and whatnot, it's really not as bad as what you think it is. For anybody that's on the fence about, getting into this game, starting it off, whether you're looking to make money or you're looking to have a service or sell products or just kind of like help people form a community, whatever it may have you, it's really not that hard to actually accomplish and do. You just have to really, I wouldn't say you have to know yourself, because there's a bunch of clowns on YouTube, right, that's running around doing whatever. I wouldn't say they know themselves, but they just don't care about what somebody else thinks, And if you don't have that in you just of yet, I'm gonna just tell you to grab the camera and hit record and start. Because the more you do it, the more you make this thing normal to you. It's gonna be like drinking a glass of water. And I'm at that point. I'm only a month in the game, and I can really care less, honestly. I didn't want to post it to my social medias at first. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. But now, shit. Y'all watching me. Everybody watch me. Some of the biggest content creators on YouTube fucking watch me. So, shit, hey. That just means I'm in good fucking company. And I haven't received my just due yet. If I'm in the same conversation with these folks, that means they know I'm good enough to be up there. I just started late, so it's gonna take me a while to get there, but you know what it is. But I digress. You're gonna run the risk of being laughed at, humiliation. You're gonna run the risk of people joking and teasing about you. But this is all to say that it's kind of like projecting, They're doing what they think people would do to them. They're doing what they think is going to make you stop, because that will make them stop. So they're going to resort to what they think is going to make you quit, because that would make them quit. Whatever people do to you is what they know would be the worst for them. So they project that off to you. And when it doesn't work, it's like, damn, it makes them feel worse. Because they think like, damn, if that was me, if I was in that shoes, I would have been folded. I would have been, I can't handle that. So I'm gonna give him the worst that I think in my head, because that's what's worse to me. I'm gonna push it out to them. You just gotta think about it. It's just projection. You have to run the risk of being laughed at. And being laughed at isn't like, what's so bad about that? Especially when you're getting results. Because the results is all that matters. The chit chat, the chatter, whatever may have you, it doesn't matter. The results matter. Now, if you aren't getting results in what you're doing, then I would kind of say you need to readjust. You need to look back at the drawing board and kind of figure out where you're going wrong. Figure out a new game plan. You need to go back down to your foundation and figure out if that's solid and stable, and rebuild from there. Now that will cause you to sway in what you're doing if the results aren't outweighing the laughter, the naysayers and things like that. So you have to make sure you're getting results, bro, because not only is their talk going to affect you, but your own self-talk is going to start to hit you. And when your self-talk is hitting you, when your self-talk is kind of like giving you a run for your money, now that's when you find yourself quitting. I rarely see that people quit because of what others think and say. It's when people start to believe what others think and say, when people start to hear their own self-talk and it's negative, that's what pushes you out the game. It's what you're afraid of. It's just what's unknown, what you think is going to happen, things of that nature. You have to run the risk of being laughed at. You have to get used to it. You have to, what is it really? Think about it. Now you have to think about who's doing the laughing, who's doing the talking. Look at them, look at their life, look at their situation. Should you be worried about what this person thinks when you look at them in their situation? No. It doesn't make sense. So, years ago, I don't know the exact year, years ago, there was a college professor. This college professor had a dream of transmitting someone's voice through a wire for miles or even up close. His dream was to transmit a voice that you'll be able to hear me speak from one end of this wire to the other end of this wire, due to the law of vibration, due to the sound. Sound travels, right? The vibrations. Now this guy worked on this thing day in and day out for years. Even though he was a professor, before and after his job, he would put into his passion. Now once people found out about this passion, this thing that he had drive in, they laughed at him. Because after all, During this time, who would think you would be able to hear someone's voice through a wire, a string, right? He was laughed at, he was mocked, he was humiliated, so on and so forth. But do you think that made that man quit? Do you think that made his self-talk turn against himself? Now, maybe he had moments of weakness. Maybe he had times where he gave it a break. But a break is good. Sometimes you need to reflect and get back to the drawing board. So he worked, and he worked. Now, every time you pick up a phone, your cell phone, a house phone, a walkie-talkie, anything of that nature, you are saluting a man named Alexander Graham Bell on never giving up. That's just one story, defying the odds, defeating humiliation, defeating the laughter. How do you think the people that laugh feel? Sour. Until they died. They were sour until they died. Now, this isn't to make you want to put someone in that feeling or that space or that situation. But hey, if it drives you, use it. No one told them to come and try to tread on you. No one told them to try to get in your business. No one told them to do any of that. They took it upon themselves. So, kill their fucking ego. Kill their fucking ego with success. Kill their fucking ego with results. Because results is the only thing that fucking matters. Listen, you think the people that are being laughed at are the most riskiest people? Then you're mistaken. The most riskiest people, the most riskiest person who lives on the face of this earth is the person who never takes a risk, because they have to try to figure out a normal route and hope for success. They have to live the life of everyone else and hope to get a different result 20 years down the line. Who's more risky? The person putting it all on the line for 20 years? Or the person that's living like everyone else for 20 years? Who's going to have more success? Who's going to be laughed at? Think about it. So the next time you're in that dark space, you feel like the world is against you, you feel like this isn't going to work, you feel like it's not happening fast enough, you feel like the results aren't outweighing what you feel. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. Success does not happen overnight. You have to be willing to endure to the end of the game. How fun would a game be if you bought it, took it home, played it, and as soon as you started, you unlocked every level, you unlocked every costume, every weapon, every character, you had unlimited amounts of money? How fun would the game be? That's the point of it. Think of life as Grand Theft Auto. If you are a kid, if you are younger than 18, for some reason you found this video, please don't take this message to live your life like Franklin from Grand Theft Auto. When I say live your life like Grand Theft Auto, I mean you have to go through the story You have to go through the challenges. You have to go through the missions. You have to build yourself. You have to complete your daily tasks and goals. You have to earn money. You have to lose money. You have to go through the trials to get the big office, to get the penthouse, to get the garage for the cars, to get the money, to get the nightclub. It's just like that. Now, are you going to quit? Because of what somebody else says? Someone else that doesn't do what you do? That won't do what you do, that can't do what you do, that's scared to do what you do, that doesn't have the blessing and the anointing to be able to do what you do? Not everybody can do it. If it was that easy, they would do it. They can't. Listen, Chosen. Take this game, apply it, run with it. Your results will come. Stand solid, stand firm. The problems you think you have aren't problems. Only speed bumps, no brick walls. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to somebody that might need it. I'm out.